welcome to the Rant is Due from the Taft Theater in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is where we flip the equation and you, not Lewis, get to bitch and moan and whine about all the bullshit in your lives. Now please help me in welcoming to the stage your host of the Rant is Due, a direct descendant of William Howard Taft, Lewis Black.
Chair for Jeff Stilson. We are coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio. At the beautiful Taft Theater, and I wish that those of you who are watching could have been here tonight, because this audience was fucking unbelievable. And it was really, I didn't want to come back from my vacation, and now, fuck. Now they make me feel like working again. What a bunch of pricks. That's, for those of you who've not been to Cincinnati, it's kind of been, there's been a bit of a boom here. When I first came here, you know where I first appeared here? Years and years ago at a place called, it was a jazz club called Bentley's. And I was, yep, and that's why it's no longer here. Oh, 5 people who applauded. Did he say he was riding a Bentley? No. So it goes way back, and then you have to go have the thing that separates Cincinnati in terms of makes you wonder is that they, and for years I've still considered it like, it's like the mystery of the Sphinx. What possesses these people to eat 5-way chili? There's a place called Skyline Chili, which is, and all I can say is fly here and try it and tell me if I'm wrong. I think that they signed a pact, and they all said, look, we are really gonna come up with this fucking idea that's kind of stupid, and we're gonna sell it, and just tell everybody it's great. It's 5-way chili, and all you need to know is this. You need to put the chili goes on top of spaghetti, okay? That's it. Chili and noodles is something that nobody in the history of the making of chili ever said, fuck, where are the noodles? But I don't want to digress, because they have written some stuff, and you will certainly get a sense of why you should spend some time here. The first is from Dave McGowhey. I hope I got your name right. I'm missing the season finale of Ghosts for this. Well, and I'm sorry, Dave. You know that you can probably fucking see it again. There's 12,000 ways to do it. Just ask somebody in any row. As you're leaving the theater, just turn to anyone and they will tell you how you'll be able to catch that series finale. But thank you for ripping yourself out of your home. I have watched Ghosts. I fucking have no clue as to how that show is on the air. It's loved. It's fucking loved. And you are really, and I can't wait. My friend, one of my close friends, who I actually just saw recently, was Mark Lynn Baker, who is actually from Perfect Strangers. He's on Ghosts. And that's the only reason I fucking watched the show. And I think he was on the last episode, so I'm going to tell him that you fucking love it, Dave. And he's going to be coming to your house for chili. This is from Katie Abbott. Tell us about your favorite Gilbert Gottfried memory. Yeah, Gilbert, I was remiss. I dedicate this to Gilbert Gottfried, the show we're doing right now, this Rant is Due. I knew Gilbert. I didn't know Gilbert well, but in the comedy community, you spend time, you're literally like in trenches at certain times. You're backstage with them, you're in a green room, you're doing some sort of a benefit. I got to spend time with him, and my favorite story about Gilbert is really quite simple, and that was that around the corner from where I worked, I had a small theater that I worked with my friends at, it was a bar and a theater below a restaurant called the West Bank Cafe. And around the corner from there was the Improv, the world famous Improv. And I would go over there, and I went over there to see it because I always had this interest in comedy. And Gilbert was on the stage, and Gilbert had the worst slot, which is like the 1 o'clock slot. You know, it's like the last slot you want. It's the late slot. There's like 12 people in the room, and they're drunk and don't give a shit. And Gilbert would just he'd grab a waiter's tray and then he'd grab 2 of them, he'd do this, he'd put them like this and pretend he was handicapped and running around like that. It was like this is 1980, so people weren't like going, what? What? It was 1 in the morning, you're drunk, and you're going, holy fuck, how did he think of that? And why does he think he can get away with it? And why am I laughing? And he would do 35 things with a fucking tray. And you just sat there, and I said, fuck, this guy, that was one of those points where I said, I can't do this kind of work. This man is a genius. And I'd go back and watch him do that, and he'd always do that slot, and he always had something different. He was brilliant in many fashions, and he was another one like it was, just about as sweet as you could be as a person, and as filthy a mouth as you could imagine. If you have never seen him on the, I guess it was a roast of Hugh Hefner, I think. And if you've never seen it, you can go online and catch it. He says something awful, because that was what Gilbert was, and it was, and then he realized he's fucked. And then goes on to start doing his version of the Aristocrats. And if you want to see brilliance, what a comic can do, which is after you've dug a hole so deep you think there is no way out, watch what he does. It's well worth your time. Yeah, he'll be missed. And now we go back to the folks who are here, and Gilbert would have enjoyed these. This is from Drew Racky. No one will seize the fucking armrest. I'm about to flying elbow the bitch next to me. Booby Wilson, this old guy is fucking snoring during your show. Can I smack him in the back of the fucking head? Todd Montgomery. These are all you'll see in a vein. It's literally amazing. All these folks come to see the same performer do something, and immediately they go after each other. I shouldn't give them enough time to fucking start hating each other. I'm at your show at the Taft, and some stupid fucker keeps kicking my chair. We were taught as a kid not to do this. What the fuck? Please make a public service announcement for the stupid fucks to stop kicking. By the way, that's how Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's domestic violence began. Wow, that was the trauma tonight, folks. I've said things that I thought would upset them, and that's the one that set them out. And just to remind you, this is from Rebecca Meyer, chili on spaghetti, the Cincinnati delicacy. Oh, boy. Psychiatric care. Oh, God. Caitlin Brown, you needed to share this, and I know why. When your child ends up wanting nothing to do with you and only wants daddy, I'm sorry. I only destroyed my body carrying you for 9 months and then put you out of my crotch with no meds. And what happens? The little shit only wants daddy. Going on 4 years now, and there's no credit where it's due. Scott Oakes, please rant about how aging makes sex better. Yeah, I'm in a rant about that. Because after 45, I still come the same. I just do it before 10 p.m. Well, it's past 10 p.m., and I hope that you didn't do that here. This is Rob Calvert. We have a few about their baseball team. This is a follow-up to my Cincinnati Reds ownership note from before. I'm flying a banner over the stadium on Saturday. I set up a GoFundMe page to pay for it with anything extra going to the Free Store Food Bank of Cincinnati. Here's the link. I don't have it. The banner being flown says, "Where are you going to go? Already gone. Thanks, Phil." This is in reference to Phil Castellini, who's the owner, telling Reds fan, where are you going to go if they challenged ownership ineptitude? He's an arrogant fuckstick. And I hope he's here tonight. So it's thanks, GoFundMe.com. Show your Castellini love on Saturday. And then it's... This is followed by Don Lewis. The Cincinnati Reds are fucking awful. The owners sold off all our players. They do this every 2 years. We're always in a season of rebuilding. Someone expressed this frustration to the Reds president, Phil Castellini, and that arrogant, smug asshole asked us where we're going to go and then proceeded to threaten the fans with moving the team out of town. Fuck Phil Castellini. What's interesting is you can take my team, which blows on a different level, but sucks. We have pitchers. We actually have picked up a few pitchers who have no hands. That's it. Well, seriously. Price is very good. You know, seriously. Sometimes they can go maybe 2 or 3 pitches. No, it's fucking unbelievable. I'm the Baltimore Orioles. Okay? Yeah, good. Why don't we play each other and see who really is a piece of shit? Okay? First, I know you guys are on a losing streak of, 116 games, but we're right on your tail. Our first 4 games, we scored 1 run in 36 innings. Okay? Fucking, even like just sending somebody out with a fucking fly swatter could come up. You could combine our 2 teams and we wouldn't even be able to play minor league ball. Marissa Alexander Scott, I'm a veterinarian. This is unbelievable. Why are people returning their pandemic pets? Wow. Wow, if that's one of the pets, that's the scariest thing I've ever heard. I heard this week that local shelters are having to euthanize healthy pets just because some Karens and Kens decided that pet parenting is hard, or say, I didn't know they would cost this much. Wow, that's... Pandemic pets. Wow. Son of a bitch. I had an imaginary pet. I did. I had an imaginary dog. The fuck ran away. Lisa Thrush, my boyfriend tried to sneak into your show in Cincinnati with a beer in his back pocket. Boy, that's thinking, huh? Got busted. I looked for another guy to take his ticket and sit next to me. They let him in anyway. Should I take him home or leave his ass searching for his beer in the trash can outside the Taft Theater? Yes, sirree, Bob. I think you know the answer. Okay, Angela Wright. for fuck's sake, why are people still wearing the face diapers? There are people here tonight with them as everywhere else. It's over. Take that shit off. You look like a retard. Okay. See, and I don't know. Here's part of the problem we deal with. When I deal with that, somebody could write this just to hear me lose my fucking mind. And I get a lot of that. It's like called poking the bear, okay? But if that's legitimate, I've talked about it in the act, I will continue to talk about it, okay? There are reasons people wear that mask, and you can't criticize them for wearing that mask. And there's no reason for that. There is no reason at all, none whatsoever. And you're going to have to take a short course, and I don't know where you get it, in empathy, because that's what it boils down to. I have to see my mother. It's this simple. Whether you want to believe it or not, I believe that because I've watched people get sick over and over and over again, and I go to see my mother. My mother's 103. She got boosted. I'm going to see her in 2 weeks. When I get there, I wear the mask so that when I get there, I'm fucking sure I'm not sick. That's why I wear the mask. And if I look like there's something wrong with me mentally, I don't really care, because I don't want to fucking die! Wow, see, Cincinnati's been having some problems, and they almost won that Super Bowl, and I'm serious, I was a big Joe Burrow fan. I'm a big, my team, and the lack of applause for the team is just appalling. Okay? Everyone in this room, you're too tired? Couldn't put your hand, no. Too late. I'd grown to love you, and now it's gone. My team is the Washington, I won't even call them what their name is. Their new name is even worse. The Commodes. And so I started tracking you guys. I love watching your team. I think they're terrific, and it was a pleasure. And I thought they were going to win because I refused to bet on them in that fucking Super Bowl. I said, fuck, if I don't bet on them, I bet they win. Fuck. So Cincinnati, Ohio was just ranked number 2 highest homicide rate increase today. Someone just applauded, and that was really... And if that were not bad enough, I had to pay $6 for a small bag of sugar pecans in the fucking lobby, or risk my girlfriend feeling like I don't love her enough. This is written by Steve Carell, which is just not true, but ends it with, as if I didn't love her enough, as if she isn't worth $6. I'm ending with this because I think it's not something written by you guys, but that it's really just a great piece of writing, and I know you'll enjoy. This is so up your alley. This is Casey Ray. Can we just admit the job title of influencer is a new age way of people indulging their narcissism? These people think that because they're attractive that I would give a single fuck about seeing pictures of them pretending to frolic in a field. It really is so bizarre that they live manufactured, fake, pseudo-celebrity lives. They hire professional photographs to take photos of them in different clothes on different streets and parks. And then they host Q&As like anyone gives a shit. Stephanie, we all know you're just answering your own questions, and no one, and I mean no one, gives a fuck what kind of coffee you drink in the morning. People are dying, you narcissistic, ignorant twat. An estimated 40 wars are happening on this planet just this year. 40 this year. And your contribution to the cosmos, to the great history of this humankind, is to film a video of yourself trying on hundreds of dollars of crop tops and pants from a child's sweatshop labor factory? Can you smell the sweat from their tiny, nimble little fingers? Your ancestors fought off war, famine, disease, and Mother Nature, the bad bitch herself, so that you could grow up to lip sync a Kardashian for 5 seconds and show discount codes for corporations. I hope you know your ancestors are weeping at your cringeworthy, horrendously stupid, and awkward to look at TikTok dance that you had to reshoot it 6 times because you couldn't even stay on beat. I sincerely and genuinely ask that you consider your meaningless contribution to the forward progress of civilization and the betterment of your fellow humans. You will possibly wallow in shame, or maybe you'll see the bigger picture finally and be committed to making some kind of small, positive impact on the world, and then lay your head on your essential oil-soaked pillowcase. Pull down your silk eye mask, go to sleep, wake up, and then forget all about this revelation. And then take a picture of your bathroom counter or that stupid smoothie that looks like it tastes like shit again, as I know you will, because you are an extraordinarily wannabe, fake manufactured, bullshit, off-brand, diet little cult leader. You self-indulgent, self-centered, self-obsessed psychopaths. That came from Casey Ray. That's all we've got for you tonight, and it was just pleasant. A pleasure. A pleasure to spend time with you. Thanks to everybody who wrote. I'm going to try to read some more of them tomorrow when we're in Akron. We'll be in the Soaring Eagle Casino in Michigan. Please come out and see us. Please enjoy yourselves. Please take care of each other. Have a great weekend, and I hope the sun returns to Cincinnati soon.